Esto es Imagen Empresarial y esta mañana está con nosotros David Labuskes. Él es el CEO de AVIXA. David, how are you? Thank you very much for taking this call.
I am outstandingly good. How are you?
Very good. Happy to talk to you. I know that you came to Mexico recently. And AVIXA is Audiovisual and Integrated Experience Association. Please talk to us a little bit more about what do you do and how do you see Mexico now that you come in recent days?
Thank you, Rodrigo, and it's a pleasure to be here. AVIXA, the audiovisual, it stands for Audiovisual Integrated Experience Association, is what it sounds like. It is an industry association which is made up of audiovisual professionals as well as audiovisual businesses that has come together to really serve two primary purposes for that industry. One is that we act as a catalyst for market growth, and the other is to serve as a hub for the audiovisual profession. So we do things for that sort of first listing, like hold trade shows, do market research, help the participants within that industry understand where the trends are, where the demands are that are growing, where the opportunities are, what are the types of solutions that the customers are searching for. And then for the professionals themselves, we offer certification, training. We publish standards as an ANSI ISO accredited organization, and we do this all around the world. And yes, as you mentioned, I was in Mexico earlier this week at an expo called Soundcheck, which is an adjacent industry to ours, the lighting and sound and instruments of performance industry, to announce the Infocom America Latina show that will be starting in October of next year.
Bueno, pues ahí me cuenta David que, bueno, pues ellos son un catalizador, un centro para los profesionales, que como dice la propia asociación, es la Asociación Audiovisual de Experiencias Integradas, que sería la traducción en español, y eso, bueno, pues los lleva a encuentros, digamos, a investigación de mercado, a identificar cuáles son las tendencias, cuáles son las soluciones para los profesionales, cuáles son los estándares para el mundo. Por supuesto, además, certificaciones, que eso es un aspecto también importante. Y recientemente estuve en México de una industria adyacente que es Soundcheck, que es justamente para pues todo el tema de conciertos, conferencias, etcétera. Y pronto estarán lanzando Infocom en octubre. David, what are the general trends and how do you see the dynamic of Mexico in terms of all these solutions and the events that are part, obviously, of this industry? But what would you say is the general trends? Are we in a technological jump, or everything is stable and we are with the same technology going with a lot of events? How do you see it?
Thank you. It's a great question. The future is bright for my industry. The work that we've done is identified that at this point, the Mexican market alone, let alone the neighboring marketplaces in the broader Latin American marketplace, but even in Mexico alone, we have about a $3 billion industry that's growing at a rate of almost 5.5% compound annual growth rate. So certainly growing at a pace faster than the global GDP. Where is that growth coming from, or where is it being experienced in the most obvious places? The first I would offer to you is precisely how we're doing this call, with connecting with each other across a conferencing and collaboration platform. Secondly, the infrastructure sitting behind this phone call, the production of the content, the streaming that takes place as a result of that. We continue to see really robust investments in learning for distance and hybrid classrooms, for security, surveillance, life safety, digital signage. The beauty of this industry is wherever you see a screen or wherever you hear a voice, AV is there.
Qué interesante. Le pregunto a David, bueno, pues que cómo se ve sobre todo la tendencia, particularmente en México, y bueno, si estamos ante saltos o no. Y me dice que el futuro es brillante para el mercado mexicano. Estamos hablando de un mercado de más de 3,000 millones de dólares con un crecimiento compuesto de 5,5% en comparación anual, muy por encima del PIB del mundo. Y dice, bueno, pues que además evidentemente está creciendo por las conferencias. Y me dice esta llamada que estamos celebrando, cuando uno ve una pantalla con una imagen, pues eso quiere decir ahí están ellos. Y esto, bueno, pues ha determinado, por ejemplo, fuertes inversiones en infraestructura para salones de clases, para videovigilancia, es decir, para seguridad, etcétera. Now, how do you see the sophistication in terms of the solutions? We see things, and I don't know if this exactly a part, but I guess it is because we can see the images. For example, the sphere. What I want to say is that we see a lot of sophistication in terms of the entertainment, as you were saying, the communication one-to-one in terms of the corporate communication, in education, everything. So, do you believe that the necessities and the expectation is over what the technology can deliver, or is going at the same time? How do you see these technological advancements?
Yeah, it's almost like the rest of the marketplace. It's supply and demand, right? So the entire world's population experienced a number of years of being isolated and kept in our homes. And as we have come out of that isolation, married along with a general demographic trend that existed before that of the younger generation being more interested in experiences than stuff, that creates a perfect breeding ground for the types of technologies like you see in the skin of the sphere, but like you see coming out everywhere. And not always on that scale. What you're seeing is immersive experiences that are either pop-up temporary, or you're seeing permanent installations where you bring your family into a museum about Van Gogh and you experience the Van Gogh paintings in a way that's brought to life. These types of experiences that you see in shopping centers, that you see in retail stores, you see them in hotel lobbies. They're Instagram moments. They are used to create memories, used to bring people together, and used to celebrate. And the more creative the applications of the technology, the higher the expectations that you and I have.
Exactly. Le pregunto a David que, pues, cómo se ve, uno ve, por ejemplo, la esfera y todo, digamos, y cómo la tecnología va avanzando. Me dice que salimos del aislamiento, además había tendencias demográficas en términos de, pues, mayor demanda, y me dice, pues sí, lo ves en la piel de la esfera, pero no solo en eso, sino en pop-ups, en las pantallas, incluso en Instagram, por ejemplo. Me hizo acordar en cuando uno va y tiene una experiencia en el Museo de Van Gogh, etcétera, en los centros comerciales, está en todas partes, y bueno, pues eso requiere más creatividad y el mercado lo va sumando a ello. David, thank you very much for taking this call. I hope we can talk again when you come to Mexico, but it's very interesting, and it's very enticing that you say that Mexico is 3 billion market and growing over the world GDP, which I think it's a very good number. That's talk to us about this industry. Thank you, David.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you.
Looking forward to that. Allí escuchamos y vimos a David Labuskes, el CEO de AVIXA.